Okay, so logbook. We'll go through basically the weekly routine. As outlines. So we've made the service routine just like CSA outlines. Okay. So the weekly is just a series of basically visual checks with the unit not running. Check battery electrolyte level. Again, you should have your PPE on. The batteries are on this side. There's two of them. Okay, so you're going to also have a jug of distilled water close by in here. You basically just pop off each cap from each cell. Visually look inside. You want to make sure that the level is above the plates. So you see either a flat surface of the water, you don't want to see lines in it because those are the plates. You want to make sure that the fluid or water levels is above the plates. You don't want to fill it right up to the top. If you look down inside, you'll see inside each, it goes down like a little sleeve with two slots in it. You just want the water maximum to be at the bottom of that sleeve, where we form a meniscus. As soon as the water comes up to that, it starts to cup. Okay, that's the maximum level. Okay.
When 24 volt batteries?
Two 12 volt batteries together for 24 volts, yes. Battery charger is here. It's indicating 27.2 volts charge, 0.2 amps charge rate, and your lights are on indicating that utility is powering the charger and it's working.
You know that capacitance test you're mentioning?
Yes.
Do you have to lift the lugs for each?
Nope, we just hook it, clamp it onto each battery.
Clamp, that's it, eh?
That's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have your distilled water there. When looking inside, if you need to look, do not use ever an open flame around batteries. Always a flashlight, okay? I do have to say that because there have been a few instances where some
battery gas.
And it exploded right in the guy's face. In the hospital 3 weeks. Not true. Okay? So, check each cell of each of the batteries. Make sure your levels are good. Okay? Check the charger engine oil level is going to be, of course, on the other side. Now there is a procedure, and I don't know if you guys know this, how to properly check engine oil.
Anyone have a 5?
A tuning won't work. Okay. So when you're checking engine oil level, okay, you're going to have a rag or cloth in your hand. Pull the dipstick, don't even look at it, wipe it off. Okay? The first pull will not be accurate. So that's why don't even bother looking at it. Once it's clean, insert back in all the way until it seats. Then pull it out and examine. We want to be in this operating range where the X's are. Okay, if we start to go below that, time to top up the oil. 15W40 heavy duty diesel oil is what's required. Okay. 15W40 heavy duty diesel. So it has low ash.
That's in the manual.
It's in the manuals, all of that stuff, but that's what all of these engines use. Okay, the reason for the two pulls, if you'll notice, and this happens on most engines now, there's a O-ring or seal right at the top. Okay, when you stick the dipstick in, it is now sealed here. Okay, our oil level is up around close to the bottom of this pipe. When the engine runs, this is all very hot, okay? i.e. air trapped in here, when the engine then cools down, that air contracts and will actually draw oil up the tube, giving you a false reading. So that's why first time you pull, as soon as you do that, the level will self-level and give you an accurate reading on the second attempt, okay? It's a common call we get, oh, my oil level's way too high, because they only pulled it the first time and looked at it, okay? In some cases, we've had customers drain off oil, and then when they go to check it again, they realize that
That's
it's
just
way
like-
too low.
The car's no different.
Yeah, exactly. So just remember that second pull, that's when you check the oil level. Then we go to coolant level. Now this is quite a large radiator. We have low coolant level alarms and shutdowns, but there is an indicator window right up here. There's a sensor beside it, but if I come over here, right, you guys see that black thing right there? Okay, that's full of coolant. When the coolant level gets below that, that window will turn light. And it's basically you're viewing air at that point. Okay, so when it's dark, that's good. If it's light, our level is getting low. And then shortly after that, you're going to get a coolant level alarm on the control panel. Okay? If the coolant does get low, look for leaks. Again, it'll be, I believe on this engine, pink coolant, which is the long life stuff. Then, fuel level. Back over to that tank. There'll be a gauge. Okay. And that's indicating almost empty. So the pump system really should be coming on at some point. I'm not sure if it's been disabled yet or
They were
what.
doing some testing on this last night, so we might have consumed some fuel out of there, but like you say,
It should be automatic
the
refill
bulk tank should be
coming on.
refilling the
Yeah, I don't know at what level the pumps start, but these will be your switches right here.
I was gonna say, what sort of level will actually the pumps come back on? That 3/4, try to keep that 3/4.
Yeah, typically you want at least half a tank. That 2-hour minimum is going to be about 1.5 feet from the bottom. Okay? Because that's a full load rating, and I think this engine consumes about something like 27 liters per hour. No, 50 something liters per hour. 27 gallons or something like that. So 2-hour minimum is down here, which is, we're below that. That may be something that needs to be verified.
These tanks double line too.
They should be. I don't think we supplied them. Actually, this one probably is not because they have the diaphragm. And they have the tank rupture float there. So if this tank were to rupture, this is just going to fill up and give you an alarm.
that'll take the capacity of this tank.
Yeah, it's got to be this has to be 110% of this tank capacity.
Does the engine itself need containment?
No.
Or any support?
Not by code, anyway. However, many insurance companies nowadays are asking for that. I don't know what the case is here. That'll be something to raise with the insurance company. Okay, so record your fuel level in here. Also, at some point, you're going to want to verify the fuel in the main tank as well. Okay. Check floor for evidence of leaks. Okay, again, we're going to look around. This oil is quite black, so if there's an oil leak, it'll show up as black. So a little bit of oil is dripped out when checking, so you'll see that kind of a leak for engine oil.